ladies and gentlemen, a very warm welcome to all of you, and thanks for coming out to support the band of the Royal Regiment of Scotland for this evening's concert. Thanks for braving the weather as well. I am Officer Class 1, Bandmaster Matthias Andersen, and it's my great pleasure to be in front of this wonderful group of musicians this evening. We will perform to you this evening a collection of Irish and sort of Scottish-inspired music throughout, and we're very grateful to the Freemasons Hall for allowing us to put on this concert. This concert is a result of a week-long rehearsal period where we've explored new and challenging repertoire for the band to try and put on a slightly different concert than perhaps the usual traditional military band concert that some of you may have heard before. We open with the piece Celtic Ritual by John Higgins, and this is inspired by the sort of dark beauty of Celtic mythology. And we chose this to set the concert off in style and also fitting in with this evening's theme, which is Cry of the Celts. As you may have noticed behind me, there are a couple of musicians wearing a slightly different uniform to the one I'm wearing. And that's not because they've left their kilts behind. The simple reason is that we have struck a great relationship with the Royal Marines Scotland Band, and we're very lucky to have some of them joining us this evening. We have musician Sarah Hannah on oboe, we have Lance Corporal Corinne Dennehy, and musician Owen Thomas on percussion at the back. We also have, from the reserves, from the Lowland Band of the Royal Regiment of Scotland, we have Corporal Jack Knox to join us on clarinet. So a warm welcome to all of them, and thank you for joining us. Up next is music by the superstar film composer John Williams, and this time featuring music from the 1992 film Far and Away. We had Tom Cruise and Nicole Kidman in the lead roles, and they act Irish immigrants seeking their fortune in the 1890s America. The music is influenced by Irish tunes, and here Williams is really displaying his flair for making a complete cinematic experience for everybody. And just like Tom Cruise, I also struggle with the Irish accent. I can't even do a Scottish one, but I'm pretty good at this Swedish one, if anybody was wondering where this twang came from. But then again, he earns about $13 million for that role and that accent. But he was sadly voted one of the 5 worst Irish accents in Hollywood of all times. So perhaps there's hope for me as well. Please enjoy our next piece, which is the end credits to Far and Away by John Williams. Well, thank you very much. Thank you so much. I'd like to take this opportunity to advertise an opportunity to all of you. We are trying out a slightly new thing for us as a band. We would like to hear some feedback from our audience. And to do so, we'd like you to find us on social media. Let us know what you think, and perhaps also, because at the moment we haven't actually planned for anything towards the very end of the concert that you might expect, encore-wise or regimental marches or something like that. That's a little hint there for you. So if you fancy something, that's your opportunity to let us know. Otherwise, there'll be nothing. The director of music will take over in the second half, and I will also let you know a little bit more how this is going to work. So sometimes people who are really talented don't always make the best decision, and this is true when it comes to the British composer Malcolm Arnold. He was a naturally gifted musician, trumpet player, composer, and the like. He always got distracted by women, it seems, a little bit too much. He also liked wine a little bit too much. He wasn't that keen on the military either. Some people regarded him as a bit of a pacifist. But even with all these things, he decided to enlist into the British Army, mainly due to his brother, who was an RAF pilot, who sadly lost his life during the Second World War. But when Malcolm Arnold found out that he wasn't going to go to the front line, and perhaps he wanted to seek revenge for what had happened, he was going to be assigned to a military band. So he shot himself in the foot to get out of it. Drastic measures. But that made it sort of possible for him to go back to his job in the London Philharmonic Orchestra as principal trumpet player and carry on writing fantastic music. So it was probably better for him and possibly even better for the army. Amongst his huge sort of compositional output, he won an Oscar for the film score to The Bridge on the River Kwai. We're not going to play that. However, we are going to play 4 Scottish dances. And in the first movement, you will notice that, or perhaps some of you will notice that he's borrowed some music from Robert Burns. And in the second movement, I think we'll hear a little bit of Malcolm Arnold's humour. There will be a slightly drunken bassoon solo, but don't worry, I have been informed that our bassoonist hasn't been to the pub yet. I hope you'll enjoy Malcolm Arnold's 4 Scottish dances.